Hey folks, hope you all had a great weekend. This is Greg over here at Blue Cord Custom Woodworks. I'm actually puffing on my custom, one-of-a-kind personal pipe right now. You can hear in the background sounds of freedom. I have a neighbor who has like a little mini gun range. As a crow flies, about a quarter-mile down the road here, an old backcountry road. So just enjoying this beautiful day. Yesterday was actually my daughter's birthday, so at the end of this, I might throw a little clip in, and we wished her a happy birthday yesterday at the Hunter Safety team tournament yesterday. The school did well. Personal scores, it was our first competition, so I think she did really well in shotgun to skeet. I think she shot a 160. And for archery, she did well. And for the 22 for the rifle, she did extremely well on. So for the JV team, I'm actually puffing on some Black Cavendish that I picked up a while back. But I had some different things I was going to show you guys. I got coming to works for the St. Patty's Day. However, this weekend I was not able to work on any pipes because I just been really busy. But I did draw up a few, and I wanted to show you guys. I know some of y'all have been talking about the resin pen stock that I've been making for the St. Patty's Day custom pipes. This is the first batch. I actually bought some candle molds, and the first batch came out pretty good, even though I am going to darken that up a little bit. And I got to get the mixture right, because when I measured it, I did not measure the grams properly. That's why I got a little bit more granule than I really wanted to. And I actually put on the lathe the other day to try to turn one just to see what it would look like. And I got little micros in there right now, and I don't like that. So for better quality, I'm going to redo a stock. Like I said, it was practice. But to intensify the color, I bought some of this it's a dye to put in my, well, let me take that back. I picked this up. It's a resin dye right here. Now there's a green right there. And I'm going to actually add that to my green mica powder to try to enrich that color some, to really make it pop. So these stocks hopefully will be greener. And the reason why I don't have a lot of black swirl in there, it's all inside, is because I did not let it get to that 105 degree, that money mark, when you pour your resin. That way it doesn't mix, it keeps it separated. So it's a little bit trickier when you're doing it with a tube. So I know I'm practicing, I'm getting better, but I want to make the best stems I possibly can for these new pipes coming out. A little sneak peek on what I was doing with these other molds. I got this little guy, and I was actually putting some of my scrap wood inside. That way I can drill the chamber out up on top and use these as little minis, you know what I mean? So you can use them as you want, whether it be tobacco or an alternative. However, what I did realize is, because of the heat temperature, I'm glad I caught this, because any kind of resin or acrylic, you don't want to overheat, because it can release a vapor or a gas, and that's really not good for your lungs. Even though, let's face it guys and gals, smoking tobacco really isn't the best for your lungs in the first place if you actually inhale. Just like Bill Clinton, I never inhale. Don't start me lying. But anyway, so to correct that issue, I'm actually going to make mini pipes, and they're going to have the stummels on there. And then what I'm going to do is probably take that down to a 1/2 inch stummel, and bring it and taper it down to about here for that length. Then when I pour my mold, I'll set the actual pipe inside, just like that. Let it harden. So when I drill I'll probably do the 5/8, not the 3/4, do the 5/8 chamber inside here. So it'll be actual wood. It'll probably be some of the walnut that I have, or I have some scrap Murado wood. Something that's really a nice hard, dense wood, so it'll actually burn well and won't give it that real bad bitter taste. But then, so then I'll drill my 1/8 through here with the beak. That way it's safe. You can clean it easy, and you don't have to worry about breathing in any harmful vapors or smoke. So that's the correction I'm doing with these. I thought it was kind of a good idea. I actually talked to a local smoke shop around here, and he says, yeah, I'll probably sell out every weekend when I drop them off. So that's in the works. Let's see what else I got. I got some cherry. I'm going to try those. That's that 80-year-old cherry. I'm going to probably start working on these. That's a big boy. It's going to be like a sitter. I think that's going to be a real nice one. These are all going to be natural. I'm not going to put any stain on the light ones. Like the cherries. This is the Bradford pear. It's local here in North Carolina, and I found some that had some really nice knots in them. And I cut these, and I went ahead and pre-cut a shape so that way I can further dry it. I need to get that 6 to 7% before I start cutting into them to make sure they don't split. Captain Burley, you probably know what I'm talking about. I'm really kind of getting into the moisture content on some of these alternative woods that we have here local in the East Coast. That's going to be absolutely gorgeous if you can see that grain structure. I want to try a few of these for that with that green stem, or I'll cut them to make an extensions, just a green block, put some goldish or bronze or something transition piece in here, and I think that'll look really good. This one actually, what I'm thinking about doing is kind of making like a volcano style, kind of flare it out around the bottom. But there's a tool I'm going to be making that some folks have been using, and I'm going to show you an easy DIY. It'll cost you $8. $8 tool that's going to be really cool to make this little volcano. I believe it's going to be a volcano. Really awesome. So that's probably what I'm going to do with this one. And then, see, this is the Bradford pear and it's pretty dry for the most part, but you can see that grain. It's absolutely gorgeous. This actually came off of this, that side right here. So that's going to be awesome. I have a couple Dublin styles that I'm going to be doing. That's actually out of black walnut right here. I have a few English walnuts. That's an English walnut one. I think that's going to look pretty good. I'm going to do all natural, no stains. I might do a tan or just put a shellac on there to kind of bring out, or I might just buff it with that OD oil just to bring out and make it pop. These are all going to be a new line for the Dublin St. Paddy's Day line. And a few of these I actually might color. Now I can get back to it. My stain that I use, the leather stains, there's a tan that I use. I might put a couple of these, a couple of that green in there and put a few drops in it. Stir it around, get a couple practice pieces, stain it and see if it pops with that green with something like this. I did some research, heat it up, it should stain quite well. I'm not using acrylic, so that should be fine. I'm using actually a leather stain. It's not alcohol based, so at least I don't think it is. No, it is not alcohol. It's phosphate free, paraben free, and it's non-toxic. So that stain should last several years on this pipe if I do enough coat. So I have a green, gold, and then maybe a green stem. That might look kind of good. Leave a comment below and see what you actually think, what kind of combination you would like. Either a black stem with maybe some gold pieces, maybe some of that green in between, gold, maybe an end cap, like a bronze end cap or nickel end cap with that, and then maybe a black stem or just a black stem off of here with green. The combinations really are endless when it comes to making a custom pipe. So leave a comment below, please. Please interact with me. Let me know what you guys would see with this line coming up. And then of course I have some maple. This is actually live edge maple. It actually kind of has that briar look to it. I made a couple bowls out of this already. This is actually softer. It's not as hard as, like, say, Bradford pear. The weight is undeniable. Or even to the walnut, the Murata wood, the cherry. So these maples, they're pretty brittle, but they smoke pretty decent, and you don't get that bitter taste as long as you set that. I got my roosters over here fussing at each other. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I really kind of want to get that input, and hope you guys enjoy real quick. I'm going to put a little birthday thing for my daughter. So God bless everybody. Hope everybody's being safe. Hope you all enjoyed your weekend. And always remember God and family. Keep that first in your life and things are going to go okay. So I appreciate y'all. See you on the next one. Quick, ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shelby. Woo! Birthday to you. Yay! You're welcome.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
My face is burning off.
Happy birthday, dear Shelby. Happy birthday to you.
Burn your hair, 'cause it's hot.
Woo!
Yay!
You're gonna have some.
Yeah, everybody get some cake.